in the book Proverbs, as we understand that Solomon actually speaks to his young men. And we understand that he talk about the simple things that we start off. We know what it is basic. Sometimes we start, when they start off with an algebra, you got a lot of people that's scared of algebra. But they start off with the basic principle. A plus B equals C.
That's where they start you.
They start you right there with basic. So that's the basic, the simple learned stuff. And that's how we teach even our children and ourselves. And I thought about how God also speaks to us. And we know how we teach our children the basic understandings of right and wrong. And
yes, yes.
if you don't teach them, they just won't know.
Yes,
yes, yes.
And unfortunately, we had some parents that thought that they was going to name their children River because they didn't want any guidance on him. They wanted him to flow freely.
Right,
Yes,
just flow.
yes,
Yeah, River Phoenix died at the age of 21 years old.
yes,
See,
OD with drugs because nobody could tell him anything.
yes, yes,
And he should have had his basic principles.
yes, yes.
Somebody should have instructed him. And so we see that when God spoke to the children of Israel, they had brought them out of Egypt. He had given Moses the law on Sinai.
All right now.
And God was taking a nation
yes, sir.
that did not know him.
All right now.
A nation that had forgot about God and they was enslaved
Yes.
in Egypt.
Yes,
And they was taught Egyptian language,
yes,
even though they had their own Hebrew language.
yes.
Yes,
And they was taught to worship and to follow the Egyptian gods.
yes, yes.
And some of them became slaves, we said slaves, and also became tutors and masters to teach their children Egyptian understanding.
Yes.
And so these are the basic principles. When they came out of Egypt, God had to turn their minds around.
Yes, yes, yes.
He gave them the 10 commandments. Actually, it should have been the 10 principles. The basic understanding how to stay in favor with God.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
So he speaks, as Solomon speaks to his sons, he begins to give them basic understanding. He tells them, now listen. He starts in the 5th verse of that 4th chapter of Proverbs. He said, get wisdom
Yes.
and get understanding
Yes.
and forget it not.
Yes. Yes.
Neither decline from the words of my mouth.
All right now.
I let you know that you got to hang on to it.
Yes.
Don't leave it behind. Hang on to it. He said, forsake her not.
Yes.
He ain't talking about a woman, he talking about wisdom.
Yes.
Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. In other words, she's going to take care of you.
All right.
Yes, yes.
She's going to look out for you.
Yes.
He says, love her,
Uh-huh.
and she shall keep thee.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It said, forsake her not, and she'll preserve your life.
Yes.
Love her, and she'll take care, and she shall keep thee. In other words, take care of you, look out for you. If you
Yes.
understand wisdom,
Yes.
you get these basic things. In the 7th verse is our key verse. It says, wisdom is the principal thing
Yes.
that you're going to need.
All right now.
As he speaks to his princes. And one day you're going to lead, and you're going to need wisdom to speak to the people. You're going to need wisdom just to live. You're going to need wisdom to understand. It's the principal thing we needed, he said in Proverbs. And so when God gave the Egyptian, when they left Egypt and he gave the Israelites, he gave them the 10 commandments, he gave them a basic principle to keep, that they would be in favor with God.
Yes.
He didn't give them, the law was not the whole apple,
Uh-huh.
Yes.
but it was the basic shell.
Yes.
Yes.
So we look at there and we go into Galatians. And we look in Galatians. Praise the Lord. In the fourth chapter, and started at the 24th verse. Am I correct? Somebody.
Wherefore the law was our schoolmaster
That's
to
it.
bring us unto Christ,
Uh-huh.
that we might be justified by faith.
Hold that right there.
Uh-huh.
The law was our schoolmaster. All right, praise. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to be. The
Uh-huh.
law is our schoolmaster.
All right now.
Schoolmaster means it was our teacher
Yes.
of basic principle.
Yes.
In the translation from the Greek to the Hebrew, the law was our guardian. Now we know what guardian is. We know how that is. Now we call them nannies.
Uh-huh.
Rich folk got nannies,
All right.
Yes.
you know, to nurture their children.
Yes.
They got folks to, take care of them, watch out for them.
Uh-huh.
From their young age until they until they get to a certain age, and then they go off to college.
Yes.
But they got nannies that look out for them.
Uh-huh.
And these guardians or nannies were usually slaves,
Yes.
responsible for just what? Training children,
Yes.
especially for pointing out and punishing them if they misbehave.
Yes.
And that's what the Ten Commandments was. It was the guardian. So if we crossed over the line,
Yes.
the Israelites crossed over the line, they needed a sacrifice
Yes.
for sin.
Yes.
So like the guardian, the law pointed out our sin and our punishment.
Yes, sir.
That was given to Moses. If you sin against me, it's a punishment for sinning against God. So it would bring them back through that yearly sacrifice and bringing a turtle dove and coming before God if you had erred in the commandments. Another important function that the guardian was to separate and protect the children from the influence of outsiders.
Yes.
Lord, we know we need some today.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
We got so many things that bombard our mind.
Woo! Yeah.
If it ain't enough, the TV, the radio.
Yes. Yes.
We got the internet. And
Yes.
even we got the pop-ups on your phone.
Yes.
Everywhere you go, we are bombarded
Yes.
with things that work on our mind.
Yes.
Outsiders trying to influence you.
Yes.
If they tell me that the biggest problem they had in Charlotte, Virginia, is that most of these people were not members altogether, but they was members online first.
Yeah. Hallelujah.
That's how ISIS is. ISIS is the enemy that gets you first with your mind.
Yeah.
They
That's
believe
right.
that where you in is the enemy. The
All
United
right.
States, the people are the enemy. They're the enemy against you, against our cause.
Yes.
So even these white supremacists are using the same thing that Isaac used.
Yes.
Same thing that they do. Islamic terrorists. That's what they do. They go online and they find the brokenness
All right now.
Yes.
of people.
Woo! Yes.
And they speak to your brokenness and
Yeah.
then they point the blame on somebody else.
Yes.
Yes, that's the punishment. So that's what the guardian of the law was supposed to protect Israel from the outside influence.
Yes.
So the law functions to separate Israel from the Gentile.
Yes.
The function of it was that the ceremony of the law was supposed to put forth principles and standard how to keep favor with God.
All right now.
Now we got to remember, Jacob's name was supplanter and trickster.
Yes.
But once he wrestled with that angel, his name became Israel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meaning he had favor.
Yes.
Yes.
God was looking out for him.
Yes.
God was on his behalf.
Yes.
God's on your side.
Hey.
God got your back.
Yes.
God got your front.
Yes.
God is on top of you. God